Boo. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's the scene for Scepter the Howling Wind, or of the Apocalypse joint set in San Diego. So Cass called two people to his house for Veronica, and he wanted to talk to Veronica. And he's kind of standing against the door that leads into the dining room with wide eyes and like a big smile. He looks at Veronica.
Veronica just has a serious look. Like, what are you doing?
Hey, I have someone I want you to meet.
She raises an eyebrow.
He's lying on the dining room table though, and I can't get him to get off of it.
Her eyebrows furrow.
Seeker there too?
Sure.
Okay, so Seeker will get up on the table at Lupus and kind of nudge him.
He's
She'll go up to his ear and she'll chuff.
He pulls her in and like pulls her almost half under his body.
Oh, fuck me bad. Well, so now there's a giant kitty and a small wolf laying on the dining room table.
She is now peeking over Kaz's shoulder at this point.
What she sees is this laying on the table.
It's a tiger, a big one.
And it's huge. It's like big. It's big. It's almost bigger than the table.
Both her eyebrows go up, and she just looks.
He just snores with Seeker in his paws, like. For once, Veronica has been stunned to silence.
It's
404, Veronica not found.
It's more of the idea of Veronica does not want to give away she's both fascinated by the tiger and she just wants to so badly put on a tough face. Like, imagine
she really wants to just go pet the tiger, doesn't she?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it is.
You know what? Why don't you make me a willpower roll at diff 8?
This is like the most hilarious. I mean, at least I'm being honest with you.
I know. That's why I'm like, you don't have curiosity, but whatever.
Fluffy.
It's very irresistible.
It's fluffy and it's warm and it looks huggable.
And it looks like it could kill people. So it looks like I got 3 successes if it's standard difficulty.
No, it's div 8.
Oh, so I got a 9, a 6, and a 9.
Yeah.
So 2.
Okay, so you got 2 successes, so you can choose to not pet the cat. But you still really want to, but you can choose to not
so
just compulsively go pet the tiger.
Think of so my character kind of like with this villainous demeanor just tries to act super tough and just goes by and just like pets under the chin, gets really close, like he's disguising it more with like I'm not afraid of this damn thing.
He flops his tongue out and licks her hand.
Do I have to make a subterfuge roll to hide like being happy?
You want to hide that you're happy from your husband? Like, really?
He's just so
You're at home, Veronica. Relax. Jesus Christ.
You see her crack a smile.
He opens his big golden eyes and looks up at her.
She's not going to continue to stop petting it under the chin.
He like rumbles.
Seeker tries to maneuver herself out from underneath Papa Kitty.
He'll let her go. Yeah.
He hops off the table just to Hamid. And then she comes over and helps Veronica pet him.
Cass just kind of like shakes his hands and holds them up, and he's like, he wore out on the way here.
Seeker will look over and smile at him and say, "This is just because he's an old kitty. It's fine." He kisses his forehead. He kisses his forehead.
He
tiger.
does that roary purr that the tigers do.
Mm-hmm.
That's what tigers do.
Yes. That's what tigers do.
She's got him behind the ears.
Yeah, he's loving the attention now. He just rolls off the table like. And then he'll stand up and hum it. I meant to do that, he says. That was very planned.
Mm-hmm. Seeker just nods. Okay.
He'll put his hat on. Sorry. And he'll smile to Veronica.
She nods.
I am, I'll say to her, Karan Balan. I don't understand the formal introductions of your people, but I am an elder and a tiger. Those are the only two things you need to know about me. He'll nod.
I am a Shadow Lord. My name is Veronica. They named me Strikes of Lightning, along with Stormborn and Queen of Cats.
I can see why. You smell like catnip.
Out of game, Lindsay, did you give me a third spirit heritage?
Catnip.
I did not, but idea in my head now.
So now, like, outer game, you're thinking of lightning. His grandfather Thunder with the lightning, black cat, and catnip. Wonderful.
That's absolutely amazing.
The kitties will be stoned while I wreak destruction on everything during the purge. Excellent.
Wow.
So, Papa Kitty will go out to the living room and flop on the couch and turn on the TV. Like he lives there.
And Veronica doesn't say anything. This is like pretty normal.
Seeker will go flop next to him and lay her head on his shoulder.
I'll snuggle her. And Cass will say, he's one of my oldest mates, I swear. And Kieran yells back into the room, you only wish! And he just stops like and blinks. I didn't mean it like that. That was just shake his head.
Veronica just sits down and enjoys herself.
So, Veronica, we wanted to talk to you. I wanted to talk to you, but he'll just motion a hand at Seeker. He just came for the free food. No point at Kieran.
Veronica doesn't say out loud, but you could tell with her look that's a good reason.
Right. Oh. He sprawls across Seeker. He's still in Ahmed, but he just sprawls across her.
Who's sprawling across Seeker?
Kieran.
Nice. She'll pet him. Pets his head.
He throws his hat off. He'll look up at the lupus. Braid my hair. He doesn't say it like that, obviously, but it's the only way I could think to put it. So, Cass will shake his head and look back at Veronica. I wanted to talk to you about the Thunderworm.
That is an issue I wanted to work on. I have several ideas.
Seeker.
Out of game, we haven't established if I mentioned the ideas to Cass or not, so that's your discretion.
He knows some of them, but
I have thought the fallen Karen one idea is we could use that to slowly purify, as well as get more details on the Thunderworm or anything of its taint.
well, I do know one thing. I would love to have it as a guardian. Don't point a finger out.
It might be doable. The thing was with when Theo was in the pack when he was Caroline, Tolia mentioned an idea of using a right to purify it, so it was back to the original balancer state as the were rather than the corrupted aspect.
Karan grumbles. More Kalash, less Asura.
The Seeker understood that.
Does one Bastat lore allow me to understand about Kalash?
Actually,
Yeah, I think that would.
that would. That's it's basic. It's basic Bastet knowledge. So yeah,
Yep.
you know, Kalash is what the Bastet call the worm.
There's Kalash and then there's Azura, I believe, right?
Asura is the wild and Raja is Weaver.
I'm sorry. Nala is the wild. Asura is corruption.
Nala is Asura is corruption, right?
Yep.
Better than Asura, say to Karen.
Oh, nod. And Chuff. And people.
So, Seeker will raise her hand.
She looks at Seeker.
Karan high fives her.
Would you like to hear my idea?
Actually, yes.
Please. Cass will
So,
say.
the Thunderworm can be used to guard the cairn. She can be cleansed. The main thing is to get the hive out of her belly, because I am not so naive as to believe that there is not a hive in the belly of a broodmother Thunderworm.
I'm quite sure on that too.
So,
And the problem
best
is
way, in my many years of experience as a Theurge, to get the hive out is to cleanse her so that she will expel the hive, and then once they're out of her, they can be dealt with accordingly by you guys. Point.
So Karan starts fucking dying of laughter in a way that I'm not going to replicate right now because I would wake up my entire house. At something. A thought caused him to lose his shit. And like Cass's eyes go huge and he looks at him.
Seeker looks at him and she says, Papa, are you going to share with the class?
Braga has an arrogant smirk on her face.
He almost falls off the couch just holding his stomach. He's just clutching his belly. And he's like, normally, when one deworms, it's the other way around.
Seeker loses it. Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's a shitty way to go.
So we need to get big deworming pills and activate them and throw them down her maw.
So I'm thinking, my thought for this is to negotiate with a whole lot of water spirits or even storm spirits to rain down a whole bunch of cleansing rain onto this Thunderworm.
So, funny thing you brought up about that. Grandfather Thunder could bring rain.
Yes.
And there are rites that we could use to bring him in.
Mm-hmm.
How
Summon him.
so because out of game you have to do the gift Call of the Storm. It's a level 4 gift, which we have plenty of Shadow Lords. I could pull that, and it's that point you could summon Grandfather Thunder. It's like the catch is, so she mentions in character, the catch is we need to summon a storm to get him in is the main thing. But if we get
So, or you
Cass will
can
hold a hand up, and he'll say,
just
I do
summon.
want you to bear in mind that the totem is tied to that Karen's Thunderbird.
Uh-huh.
oh, that makes it even more amusing.
To be
Thunderbird is a Shadow Lord totem.
To be honest, we could use that to our advantage. This whole thing might help to strengthen the totem.
Good.
So Karan goes back to Kat, and he goes to the kitchen. And you just hear him running around.
Veronica says in B speech, you mind getting me something?
He gently roars back and affirm that he will.
You gotta make a good impression somehow.
Right? You just hear the fridge stuff moving around in the fridge.
Oh, come on, you know that's the best way to get a beer and wings. Get a tiger together.
Exactly. The tiger brings you beer and wings.
Excellent.
He's rooting around in the fridge. Stuff in the cabinets. He roars something about you guys being what? Are people vegan? What the hell?
Can we feed the vegans to the Thunderworm and have the vegans purified?
No,
Nobody-
that's no. What is wrong with you?
Nobody
No.
has to know. It could
Oh
be our
my
Shadow Lord Octana secret.
Out of character. That's like Nick. What he said earlier. Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
Oh God, Nick.
Oh, fucking Nick.
Nick said the most innocently racist thing. That wasn't innocent. It was terrible.
No, it wasn't, and I will tell you after.
Yeah.
What he said.
So he comes back in. And he comes back in with part of a rotisserie chicken, watermelon, 2 root beers, 2 lemonades in the bottles, and a bunch of bananas.
That's hilarious.
And cats?
And Cat.
Wow. Okay.
He tracked it all.
Jesus.
He's like nosing it across the floor.
So Seeker's gonna get up and help him pick stuff up, bring it to the living room, set it on the coffee table.
He hiss like at her like, I got this, like an old man.
Hold her hands up. Fine. See if I help you again. So go over and stand next to Cass.
No, he'll grab her. Grab her hand with his mouth. Not biting, just holding her.
Mouthing her.
Yeah, he mouths her.
What?
He'll push the
What?
chicken towards her.
Just picks it up.
He keeps scooting the stuff across the floor. He gets to the coffee table and sits down politely.
So, some things I do have a concern with the Thunderworm is it has not attacked the Karen yet, but it's close to the area. Has
The
anyone learned why?
Thunderworm. I don't think that the Thunderworm plans to attack the Cairn. What I'm very certain drew the Thunderworm to the Cairn is the Bane presence at the Cairn. Because
Okay.
there was a massive Bane. It's massive.
Big bang.
That is
The
being
tiger
it's being kept there and pretty sure that the Uktana that were there before were going to tend it, and it had been there for a while, not taken care of, and it was bleeding everywhere trying to get out, and that's probably part of what attracted the Thunderworm to the cairn.
I need to go to the land of the dead at one point for that.
The Thunderworms don't generally attack cairns. That's not their thing. That's not what they do.
And Seeker, just as a Shadow Lord and to your tribe, I do want to apologize with what happened with that. Lash attacked one of the Uktana, and I was afraid of him and Aiden getting killed, and that would violate my totem bane.
Of course. She doesn't look too bothered by it. She's more worried about the bane.
Oh, I know, but she's doing this more out of respect. This is more of a respect for her tribe, like.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, she'll hold a hand up. I don't take any offense.
Okay.
Karen will look over at her with like a teasing face almost, and he'll be like, Seeker, what have you named the Bane?
I haven't named the Bane.
You haven't named your baby yet.
No.
Are you gonna name it Talila? She says sarcastically.
Name it Talila.
No, that's a horrible name.
Boy Bane, anyway.
No.
So what's your Bane's name?
His name is Trevor.
See, told you.
She blushes.
Trevor the Toxicity Bane. He just shakes his head.
He's a good boy as long as he gets what he needs.
Do you know how? You know what? No. He'll just shake his head and take a bite of the chicken.
Veronica's enjoying her beers and her wings.
Turn family feud up.
No. She'll look at him and she'll say, like any other man that I know, as long as they get what they need, they're good.
Ow.
What? Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
Maybe you just need a better man.
Oh,
damn.
Let's smile.
Damn. Look, as long as I don't take Caleb's toys away from him, he's fine.
Veronica's smirk just widens.
If I need him to go outside, I just go tell his dad. He picks him up by his neck.
That's hilarious, visualizing that out of game.
Isn't it just hilarious envisioning Sebastian picking up Calyx by the neck, tossing him outside? Here, look, trees. Seeker tattles on him all the time. It's great.
So Veronica wants to still go. She's going to go over a few other things, knowing the three of them would give input. Because I might Google that out of game. So the other thing I'm concerned with, because Black Spiral dancers are very crafty, similar to how Shadow Lords and Uktana can be crafty, and they get other supernatural allies. So I'm wondering with Pentex and the vampires, if they have any dealings with them, that perhaps if we monkey read certain things they're doing or using psychological tactics, it would make the Black Spiral dancers not see what we're doing with the Thunderworm.
I mean, probably not the ones that are living in the Thunderworm.
They're probably more of the rustic type.
Okay.
They're living. Yeah. Seeker will move on.
So, is there a way we could distract them? Because obviously, if they're inside this thing and it's a Karen, you know they're going to have defenses. So I'm looking at it as if we're fighting one of like a doppelganger of us.
We Castle said we get them expelled, and then we throw the Fenrir at them. He'll know.
And I know the perfect ones to throw at them because one of them.
That is incredibly tribalist. Wow.
Am I wrong?
No, but I mean, we can throw all the Aruns at them. Whatever.
I wanted to throw lightning bolts at him with Grandfather Thunder.
But Secret looks at Veronica and shakes her head and is like, "You are making this way too complicated." Wow.
I'm making it enjoyable. There's a difference.
I figured out, by the way, dear, how to turn somebody's blood blue or pink.
You just see a very excited look on Veronica's face.
Oh, so
Out of game, you're having Veronica being allowed to do a purge. She is excited and she's going to fucking enjoy it. whether any of them like it or not.
see, Secret, she doesn't care what happens to the Black Spiral Dancers as long as the Thunderworm stays alive. Fine.
Oh, that's fine.
Like,
I trust
like,
you.
don't kill my other baby.
No,
We need to make some sort of a please don't get offended, dog whistle for Rafi to control the damn thing.
Seeker winces.
He'll cup her precious little fucking cheeks. I'm sorry. What do you prefer I say?
I mean, just a whistle. It doesn't have to be a dog whistle.
Cowbell.
Oh my god. Just
yeah, cowbell.
With that,
more cowbell.
With a cowbell, or
I'm not getting enough cowbell.
More cowbell, Kieran says.
That's exactly what went through my head out of character.
Don't fear the Reaper.
Oh my god.
So, Tolia mentioned to one of my packmates, right? Maybe he might know a way to get its attention? Or get your cowbell?
How?
Well, there is the gift called the worm, but Tolia being an elf. That's the easiest one I could think of.
If you stuck Petrova out in a field long enough, it would attract every wormish creature within probably 100-mile radius.
Yeah, we don't need that. We really don't need that.
So what we need to do is just get a bag of heroin, use Call Worm, and get Alexei, Petrova, or any of them out there.
No, see, Secret. Wow.
Cash just covers his mouth. That was savage.
That was very savage.
It's true.
Jesus.
Oh, Lord.
And Cash just shuts up. He just points at his wife in admiration and shuts up. And there you go.
Secret doesn't have anything to say. She's just like, you know.
There are so many characters that could have jumped to his defense. Unfortunately, they're not in this scene.
They are not in this scene. No, they're not. Secret doesn't really know him. So.
Yep. And Kaz ain't gonna fucking defend him.
Oh, fuck no.
Honestly, with Alexei, it's just there's too many times he's encountered Veronica and he's an ass.
No, I know, but Alexei is his granddaughter's father.
Yeah.
So
like she doesn't hate him, but it's like one of those.
No fan of his.
It's just like, okay, you're my least favorite Petrova, but I don't hate you. You're my least favorite.
I mean, Cass hates him, but it's okay. So yeah, he just holds his mouth for a moment, like, oh god.
It's like the only one that like would immediately defend him is Petra.
Probably.
And Elias.
Rose.
Yep.
So Karan crawled up into the armchair and popped the leg rest thing, and has just put his hat over his head. Like
so he's resting on He just set up the recliner on the couch and is
Yeah.
resting.
He just set up the recliner on the couch and is kicked back. And
It's
just,
hilarious.
this Cash just looks over at him like, I wish I could fall asleep like he does. And he'll look back at he'll wrap his arm around Veronica and smile at her.
She just smiles back.
I do have a question for you. He'll kind of chew his lip. When you get a chance in private.
She nods.
Mm.
She also gives a look like, do you want me to go in a different room or you want me to leave?
You leaving would not exactly facilitate me asking you. And he'll smile. She notices. Well, can I get a perception roll from her to notice something?
Perception and what?
Alertness.
Oh, alertness.
Or empathy.
All right.
Which one?
So 2 successes.
So she notices that Cass kind of like chews on the corner of his lip for a minute and looks over to like Seeker.
Okay.
And then kind of looks back to her.
And if Veronica actually looks over at Seeker,
Mm-hmm.
got a slight blush to her cheeks. Like, oh god.
Mind link.
Oh, I forgot you have that.
Mm-hmm.
You mind leaving your hugsman. Well then, there you go. He's like,
Yep.
So you'll knock his brain. He's like, oh yeah, I forgot you had this high.
Yep.
You're in his head. Well, hi.
Certain things come in handy as a Galliard.
I see that.
Is there something I don't know?
No, because I literally came to you first,
Okay.
as we promised.
So what did you wish to discuss in private? And why is Seeker blushing?
That would be what I wanted to discuss in private.
Okay. The
Do
whole
I
time she's
have-
doing mind chat, she's drinking a beer.
Do I have your permission to? You'll kind of look over at Seeker.
So you want permission to speak openly to Seeker or to tell me about Seeker?
No, I want permission to pin her to the wall and do her like a work of art, but
Considering what I did last time to break the curse, I'll let him.
exactly. Yeah, he'll smirk, and then he gets this look on his face that's like, and he'll blink.
I mean, we're in that kind of relationship that you are allowed to see other people have sex.
So he whaps her face softly while she's saying that, like, shut up, like a cat when it wants to interrupt you. And he verbally looks at her. Like, he's so shocked he forgets to mind speak it. And he says, "You're pregnant."
Yes.
So he pulls her aside.
Yes. Okay.
What's the likelihood that Sullivan Black is the father of your child?
Fuck, we did.
We don't know who the father of the child is.
No, we
don't.
don't. It could be me. It could be Val, or it could be Sullivan Black's.
Or could be all 3 of you.
I'm not that gifted. You could be pregnant with triplets, and they could be one of each. Sure, why not?
Lord, no. As the ST, I'm saying, that's not a thing that's happening.
No.
No.
But yeah, he will look at her and he'll say, so it occurs to me that this isn't a question. This is a definite.
I don't know who the baby is, but yes, it could possibly be his.
Well then.
Unfortunately, there are certain things you do to break Coyote's curse. She says it might speak.
No, you know what? And I remember that, and I'm fine with that. It's not that. It's just the problem is do we let him know?
That is your discretion. I mean, he's smart enough to figure out stuff, from what I notice.
He just covers his mouth like I don't know what to do. And what if it is his child? Okay, like I'm look. If it's okay, this okay. Hold on. If it were me and Valerie, then it's our like them three of them. It's our child. It doesn't matter. But if it's Sullivan's, what if? I'm overthinking this. He'll just wave his hands. Either way, I'll love it.
I'm sure.
So,
no,
were they saying this out loud or mind speaking?
Mind speaking.
Mind speaking.
Okay.
I'm not
Because
stupid.
if they were saying this out loud, even in another room, I was going to roll Seeker's perception alertness because lupus and heightened senses.
No.
I'm not stupid.
No, they're mind speaking. They're just gesturing, probably very Italian.
Yup.
To her, it's all the same. Be like Hamad's.
Papa Kitty pulls Seeker over. Snuggle time.
Yeah, she'll snuggle with him, watching the silly Hamids.
And he'll just eventually Cass will wrap his arms around her and he'll say, you know what, honestly, it's not important. Sincerely. It's our baby. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So you know when like you're trying to convince yourself of something? That's where he is.
He's trying to figure out stuff. Like there's too much going on.
It's like if it were him or Val's, it would be like fine. It's like okay, this is fine.
But now
But
it's
if
like
it's Sully's, it's kind of like, oh god, no.
it's like awkward.
What do we do?
Honestly, like out of game, I think it's a very, very small chance it's Sullivan's. Just because.
Oh, we are very aware that it is. It's a small chance.
Unless
So, yeah,
I
he'll
don't
just-
know. Unless I don't know, there's something you don't tell me about your NPCs being an ass and be like, hey, I put a curse, so I'm the only one that can knock people up.
Ooh, that's hilarious. No, no, but he'll kiss her. He'll kiss her softly. Give her a little kiss. Okay, I love you. Okay,
She just has a devilish smile.
okay. Let's go back to our guest.
Mm-hmm.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Okay. So yes, he'll walk back with her and smile to Seeker. Sorry, we had a small family meeting.
It nods. No problem.
um. So Thunderworm. We need to do things. Legendary things that will go down in history and have us live on. And if I'm gonna pass out, I swear to God. He just sits down.
Out of game, the Thunderworm or what we just talked about scares him.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
So he just sits down, like, I'm just gonna sit down. Papa Kitty will lift his hat up and look at the. It's like his drama sense went off and he smells it.
Wasn't he in tiger form?
No, he's in human form again.
Okay.
You didn't kick back on your fucking recliner in tiger form. His balls would have been out, and that's rude. Oh my god. So he'll kind of look at Cass and tilts his head like, "What's wrong?" And Cass just shakes his head and he's like, "Nothing. I'll be fine."
Mm-hmm.
What? Look at Seeker.
She shakes her head.
Whatever. Go play with your Trevor.
She stands up.
The cat. Papa Kitty just pulls her back down like, "No. Don't make the worm go away. No. Tell me why you want to leave me." Karan says.
She shakes her head and sits back on him.
Seeker, how long do you believe it'll take us to get results just so we could also formulate a battle plan?
I don't know. You have time. I don't really think this is so urgent that it needs to be done right now.
Oh, I know, but
I mean, it's been there for a while, so. But it's not hurting anything,
no, it's not.
so take your time, figure out what you want to do, and
I need you
let me
to
know
bear
if
in
I can
mind
help.
that that's coming from the person who has a bane on a string. Cassia says.
What?
You're right. Are you happy? I'm saying you're right.
Yes, thank you.
He shakes his head. Don't laugh, by the way, from what I wrote out of game.
Too late.
Sully, that's a Jesus, you bastard, get back. Cass looks over at Veronica and just bites his lip.
Mind speaks. Is something else bothering you?
No, what would be bothering me? I'm fine. There's nothing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm perfectly fine. It's been a day. A long day. And I've been doing things. Important things that important people do.
You've been doing Sully again?
He literally
This isn't mind chat. This is a mind chat.
Okay, that's my unfit
hard.
reaction.
He startles and looks for Sully so hard. He's like, "Where?"
She says this in mind like you're doing Sully again, referring to when they had sex.
He goes cat and crawls under the chair. And Karan just wakes up because he's startled so hard, and he just looks like he blinks and looks like, "What the hell
Veronica
happened?"
picks him up. That was not her intent. That was not her intent. Because a while ago, Kaz and Sully had sex, she found out.
I remember. I do remember this.
That's great.
Oh God. And he just trembles in her arms.
She says in mind speak, I'm sorry.
Like terrified cat meowing.
She belly rubs him.
He flops. And Karan will look at Seeker. I'm like, Look down at his belly.
She scratches his belly.
Look at tiger growls. Happy tiger growls.
Veronica chuffs and beast speech.
Pulls Seeker closer. Mine. My puppy.
Seeker's fine with that.
Her husband finally fucking stops trembling.
Aw.
And puts his paws on either side of her cheeks and just looks at her like, don't do that. That scared me. He says to her, his packmate killed my daughter. And he'll nod.
What?
His packmate killed my daughter yesterday.
She has a very angry look on her face.
He'll nod.
It's fine.
Why are the Petrovas killing him? She says in mind speak.
Because he revived her almost immediately.
Why
he
did
was so angry? Because apparently, as I understand it, he'd been doing something that got interrupted.
I'm
Something
sorry, you
major.
cut off. I'm sorry.
He
You
said
cut
he
out.
had been doing. Am I here now?
Yeah.
Yes. He says, out of game, Lindsay, can he know what it is? He's a secret. He likes secrets.
Yeah.
Okay. He'll say, well, no, duh. It's a fucking dumb. You better know why you did it. What the fuck am I doing? Yeah, he'll say, he had been poisoning Dev. And Dev left the set before he had the chance to do him off. He was so angry, he poisoned my daughter to death. And she died. But he revived her, but she's been a little pale since, and she has the scent of death hanging on her. Oh, God. Like, that wasn't anything.
Hmm.
I think it best not involve ourselves in their relationship. If he wants to kill her, he wants to kill her. He'll shrug.
We should find a way to learn resist toxin without the Fianna knowing.
She knows it. That's how good he is.
Wow.
He licks her nose. Lick, 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 lick. Lick, 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 lick.
She just scratches under his chin.
Take a nap with me.
She shifts to Lupus.
He'll tug her fur and then tug her to bed.
Alright.
He'll crawl in bed and go to sleep, and Seeker and Karahan can keep sleeping in the armchair, which I imagine is going to confuse the fuck out of Val when he gets home.
Be like, why is there a giant tiger and a wolf in the bed? Why is there
Okay, wow. Wow.
Yeah, Val, he's gonna shake his head and he's gonna go crawl into bed with his mates. That's what's gonna happen.
Do you need to do anything else, Kim?
I'm not sure if it's is it necessary? Can I talk to the alpha and beta of the sept? Or is that
hold
not
off.
necessary?
Let's hold off on that.
Okay. Then I'll say that's a good wrap up.
Okay, sure. Thank you, players, for playing, and thank you, watchers, for watching. Bye.